Woo woo! Alright, what's up guys? I just wanted to make a better video than the previous one for the build that I just did. I wrote it in the TLDR, but I thought maybe I should just make a video too. Because it was pretty crappy. And it was just my first time back, and I was just kind of dicking around. I didn't really plan to upload it. But then I just wanted to upload it to see how it worked. Anyways, getting called a homer up here, I guess. I don't even know if you can see that. Sorry. Point being, so with this build, you start out night, and I'm just going to do stats and weapons and some explanation through here to make it short and concise, because I know that I hate when someone does a video basically like what I did, and you're like, what the fuck? Anyways, here we go. So start night, you're going to get Vigor to 27. Optional, if you want to put points somewhere else, go ahead. I go with it because you get 1,000 health. It just seems stupid not to. So pump that. I rocked the D-Packs as a starting weapon. It's got really good damage, and you can't get the Astora unless you want to pump it up, but I chose not to. And then the Dex, I got it up to 16. That's what you need for these Sellsword Twin Blades. Those are going to be the weapons you're going to use. And then you slowly start to creep up your intelligence from there, as well as your attunement. Mine's just base right now, but you can get new spell slots at 14, 18, and 24, and then I'm pretty sure 30, but anyways, 24 is a good spot. I tried to make it with my previous guy. I had a Dex dude, I had a Pyro guy, so now I'm trying to make a combo. But anyways, I just try to make it so that your FP is high enough so that you're not wasting out on potions. So like, just go to maximize efficiency really. If you're concerned with like your level at all, obviously if you want to just stick around and play the build and the weapons, you can do that too. But yeah, at that point you want to get your intelligence up to 60, that's the cap, and attunement to 35. As far as FP is concerned, that's going to give you the most returns, and then after that it slows down. At that point, if you want, you can start pumping up Dex. You can go to 20-20 on Strength Dex if you want to use all the dual-wielding weapons. That's what the build really was intended to be, or at least that I had in my head, was dual-wield sorcery. Obviously you use some other stuff, but that's the main jam. And if you want to use the strike weapons, like I said in the previous video, then you want to get up to 20-20, then you can use Drang Hammers, or I think even the Twin Axes are standard damage. So if you want to get away from that slash damage for PvP or really heavily armored guys, then you can do that. If you don't care, then you can pump Dex up to 40. You're going to want to get it up obviously at least a little bit more. It's going to help your weapon because it actually gets more of a buff as sharp than it does raw, so that's why I went with that. I know you can do the whole raw thing and just go base stats, doesn't matter, but sharp actually gives you more of a bonus once you start putting some Titanite into it. Yeah, so and then I just realized you can get the Crystal Hail spell for 18 int. That spell's really strong. I don't know really why they did that. It seemed kind of foolish because I think they improved it in the past patch or whatever, but I've seen it in PvP and it wrecks. In PvE it looks like it would also destroy. It's basically like a blizzard from like World of Warcraft. It's got a huge AoE and it's a crystal spell. So like if you play Souls and no sorcery, that's the highest tier. So I don't know. That's pretty insane that you can get it like for 18 intelligence. So early game, this guy's kind of a boss, for sure, I would say. Like, just as a quick example, this is sitting at plus 2, right? Here they are, 111 plus 42. And then, right now, it's 154. So, you say 154, and then, really, that 154 is like 225. Well, you buff it with Magic Weapon. And this is just Magic Weapon with shitty int, not even, I don't even have a buffed up Catalyst right now. Puts you at 229. But then, so 229 plus 115 puts you up to 345. So you have to think, Whenever you do this or that or that, that's 345 AR like if you connect both hits. That's fucking insane, man. Like that's game breaking. When I first saw the game, I kind of started looking into sorcery and stuff because everyone was like, "Oh, it sucked." And people said that about Faith in the last game, and I pumped up Faith, and it was actually pretty damn strong, especially with lightning weapon. It still rocks in Dark Souls 3. But anyways, yeah. So I started looking into that, and then I was just like, "Why?" Especially with the role Dex plays with casting, a Dex dual wielding a sorcerer just seems nuts because you don't have to go crazy strength. You don't need to pump your attunement up. Like I'm still rocking medium armor right now with decent absorption, and I still have a shield. And then later on, you can get that bow, the one that scales off magic. I forget the name of it, but it's 18 dex to use that. I don't know if it's good or not because we all know that split damage sucks dicks right now. They'll probably change that. But anyways, hopefully that made a bit more sense. I think I kind of went through at least the stats. Weapons, just to be clear, is this. Obviously, you're going to upgrade your Sorcerer Staff to whatever that other staff is, the Dope Staff, Captain Staff. It's not the Captain Staff, I'm just kidding. And then, yeah, then it's just utility from there. So a bow, a simple weapon if you want. And then your rings are obviously going to change too. You won't have to use the Sage Ring. You can if you want, but if you go Dex, doesn't really matter. Then in your next slot, you're going to have both the Dragon bonus rings. And if you really want to go ham from there, you can throw in the Magic Clutch. And if you opted to go Dex or don't give a shit about the Sage Ring, you can put in the Lingering Dragon Crest, and that's going to make your weapon buff last longer. So from a PvE perspective, it's a lot about the weapon buffs early. From a PvP perspective, who cares, because you're not near the meta at this point. But at 120, if you want, you can pump up your endurance more. Endurance is crucial, but not too, I mean, there's definitely, I would much rather have damage and health. And your vitality is your base, so it's going to be there for whatever class you happen to pick. I chose Knight because really, the only time that Pyromancer beats out Knight is if you're going Pyromancy, or you're going to use the added magic. Otherwise, the Vit is good and Vitality is going to get better. So hopefully that kind of sums it up. As far as the layout for the build, that's kind of what I was going for as a video. But give me some feedback and comment, subscribe. That would be awesome because I plan on putting out a lot more videos. I haven't really had a chance in a long time, and now I've kind of got some time to do that. And I think I'm going to start trying to upload a lot more gameplay videos, guides, and gaming news is a big thing I would like to do. So stay tuned. Thanks.